Hello and welcome to Gamer Chat Weekly for your latest gaming news, topics, and special guests. Now featured on iHeartRadio, Spreaker, and GamerChatWeekly.com. Welcome everybody to episode 162 of Gamer Chat Weekly. Glad to have you all here. I'm Cameron.
And I'm Fuzzy.
And Angie is not here this week. She's taking class. She's in school to be a real estate agent. So later on when she becomes a real estate agent, if you guys need houses, you can contact us. We'll sell houses soon.
Definitely. Exactly.
Thank you guys for being here. It's been about 2 weeks since our last episode. Apologize for not having anything last week, but there's a lot of stuff going on. I'm in the middle of wedding stuff. My fiance's sister is getting married this week, so I'm the best man at the wedding. A lot of stuff going on.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
To them and to you.
Thanks. I can't wait. It's my special day.
I know, right?
So we've been really busy, and we haven't had a chance to get everyone together to do the Twitch podcast. So another pre-recorded episode. Hopefully I'm pretty sure you guys don't mind. So with that being said, guys, let's just jump right into the news. We got a whole bunch of stuff to talk about today. So we're going to start off with Fuzzy.
Yes.
L.A. Noire.
L.A. Noire. Oh, yeah. So this game is... It's a remake, right? From what I'm gathering, I didn't know that there was another one out beforehand, so this was the first time I've heard of it. New game.
Rockstar makes a game years ago that was basically Grand Theft Auto set in like the time period of gangsters and mob lords, and you somehow miss it.
I missed it. I missed it. I live under a rock sometimes, okay? But this new game's coming out November 14th of this year, and you're basically you play a guy. The main character's name is Cole Phelps. He is a World War II veteran, a decorated war veteran, and he rises through the ranks of the LAPD, solving gruesome murders and crimes. But in this game, you get to do some clue finding. You also do car chases, shootouts, but they added character emotion reading, so you can see if anything is truth or not amongst the characters you're talking to. I'm pretty stoked for it. It's gonna, it's Rockstar, so it's gonna exactly what you said, Cameron. It's gonna be just like Grand Theft Auto, and I think it's gonna remind me a lot of Mafia 2 because I only played that a brief time and I got really into it. I'm still playing Mafia 3.
I find it funny that
I need to play those.
You don't know what to call me on the podcast. You're like Plague, Cameron,
Cam Plague, Admired. I know Cam Plague.
It's like when
everyone needs to know your name.
It's like when you have a best friend in real life or whatever, and you always call someone by their nickname, and then when you hear them by their real name, you're like, "What? Who are you talking about?"
Yeah, seriously. I do that with my friends.
Is there a Corey in the room? Pretty sure there's no Corey in the room.
Who is this guy?
His name is Sea-Dog. Come on.
Exactly.
So you mentioned facial recognition for like telling bluffs and stuff. Actually, L.A. Noire was the first game way back in the day to actually have fully animated facial features because it came back on the original Xbox, I think it was, or Xbox 360. That L.A. Noire came out on. It's been a while, so the remake is definitely needed. The remaster remake. But what they did was all of the animations in the game actually had actors behind them on a face rig with little balls all over their face that could read emotion and stuff. So when you were trying to figure out someone was lying or telling the truth or whatever, you had to read someone's facial features. But to do that correctly, to make it look good, Rockstar invested, I don't even want to know how much money, probably millions, into literally getting a bunch of people to sit down and just do facial emotions and do face capture. And this is before like face capture was a huge thing. Like it got super popular later on, and then somehow Mass Effect completely fucked it up by giving us really weird facial animation. But
oh wow, really? Okay.
Rockstar nailed it, and it was a really awesome system. It was super new. It was highly regarded as a really awesome like feature in the game. The game was a well-received game when it first came out, so I see no reason why it won't be even better now that it's getting a graphic update, some story updates, tons of bug fixes and things like that from the original. So check out L.A. Noire. I'll have a link posted below. to check it out.
It's kind of like Shadow of Colossus we were talking about.
Mm-hmm.
It's getting its remaster here finally. So that was one game I wanted to play so badly, but never had a PlayStation 2 to play it. So
PlayStation
I can't
2
wait
was
for
the
it to.
only PlayStation I had PS1, PS2, and then I never got PS3 or PSP.
Yeah, I never
finally just got a PS4.
I had PlayStation 1 and a PlayStation 2, but I sold my PlayStation 2 before that game came out, so I never got a chance to play it. I had a PlayStation Portable, and then like you, I skipped 3 and I went to 4. So
still waiting on a Dino Crisis remake. I'll get one eventually.
Oh, or Brink 2. Yeah. Come on, people, Brink 2.
I wasn't I like Brink. I don't know. It didn't really have enough content to really keep it going. That was the problem with Brink. And then I guess they try to make it an esport, but it definitely wasn't an esport. So
right,
that kind of killed it. Speaking of esports, Battle Royale is a huge thing going on right now. A lot of people have some sort of Battle Royale mode in their games. PUBG is the most notable, H1Z1, Arc had one. And all of a sudden now Epic wants to join the fray. Epic Games, using the Unreal Engine, built a game called Fortnite. Fortnite is a survival crafting co-op game where basically you have to protect and save civilians from something called the Storm, which has a bunch of creatures called husks come out of them. They're not zombies. I call them not zombies. They're husks. They're basically people that got sucked into the Storm. When they come back out, their faces have been peeled backwards and they look like hoodies. But they're skeletons, and some of them have special abilities, such as the Pitcher Husk, which throws bones. Literally, he throws you a bone. You have wall-breaking zombies. You have ones that explode. They have giant propane tanks, things like that. Well, they took their formula of crafting and building and open-world uniqueness and decided that it'd be a good fit for a Battle Royale mode. The Fortnite Battle Royale mode features a couple of new twists onto the normal Battle Royale mode that you've come to know and love. Most notably, they kept building. So you can build while you're in a free-for-all 100-person deathmatch. You start the game on what's called the Battle Bus. It's a giant bus that has a disco ball in it, and everyone dances to some crazy techno music. And then there's a giant map that somewhat looks like the PUBG map. You choose when to jump out of said flying battle bus, because it's in the air. It's a giant blimp bus. It's a bus held up by balloons. You jump out of it, and then you parachute your way down to wherever you want to land. Now, what's nice about the mode is that it's not pay to win. You cannot bring any weapons that you've gotten from your game or craftables into this mode. It's a separate standalone mode. You start with nothing but a pickaxe. Everyone gets a pickaxe. Excuse me, just had Chipotle. With the pickaxe, you can go around and you can take down trees, buildings, items, and then you can also go scavenge for weapons and things like that. And doing so gives you your guns for the game. And then the goal is to be the last person standing. Now, much like H1Z1 and PUBG, the zone that you play in gets smaller every so often. Now, Fortnite uses the Storm as a way to push everyone forward. I have not personally played the mode yet. I actually plan on playing it tonight. I think I made my mind up of what I wanted to play today. Gonna play Fortnite PUBG mode tonight. That's what I'm gonna play. But the Storm pushes everyone closer together. I'm not sure if there's random bombing zones like there are in the other games. But I do know that the Storm pushes everyone closer together. I'm not sure if it kills you instantly if you're stuck inside of it. I don't know if you could do minimal damage while you're outside of it and just does worse damage as time goes on while you're outside. Not quite sure how that works out. I'll get back to you next week's episode and let you know after I try it out tonight. But I did want to say that this mode will be completely free as of September 26th. So the game officially launches, or this mode officially launches off test servers September 26th. Will be free to everybody, but if you are a paying founder for the original Fortnite PvE game, you will get some extra bonuses for cosmetics. So instead of flying down on a glider, you'll fly down on a sexy umbrella. A couple other skins, things like that. But the PvE portion of the game will remain paid for with Founders Packs until sometime undisclosed in 2018. So keep an eye out for the free PUBG mode. The PUBG mode also, right now, is only free-for-all. They are adding squads on the official release date, so look out for that, too. I cannot wait for that to happen. So I'm a huge fan of playing battle royale games as a squad. So pretty excited.
Heck yeah. I can't wait to play this game because I've watched you play it a few times, and I thought they were zombies, not husks. But
everyone thinks they're
seems,
zombies. They're husks.
Yeah. It's interesting, and I can't wait to actually check out what the PUBG style stream tonight.
Yeah, I can't wait. Pretty excited. I'm actually gonna probably start downloading that right meow, man. Right meow. But I'm too lazy.
Get on it.
Okay, so now that Fortnite's over, let's go through a couple of updates really fast. I want to talk about Overwatch and Destiny 2. I know we missed last week, and last week was a big week. For Destiny, they launched the raid called Leviathan. It's a giant ship that apparently eats worlds. I was under the assumption when they said Leviathan that in actual mythology, the Moon Titan, which is a playable area in Destiny 2, on that moon, it's a giant water moon, that is where Leviathan are actually born. And then when they get too big, they go off the planet and do their own thing because they're crazy, crazy creatures. But in this game, because I had to assume we were facing a new race called Leviathan. We're not. Leviathan is actually a giant ship, also known as the World Eater, which for those of you that have been playing it religiously for the past couple of weeks since its launch, will know that there is a special exotic weapon that you can get. I believe it's a shotgun. But before the raid was released and you did the quest for it, you just had a legendary item in your power slot that just said, await the World Eater. Then you find out the World Eater is actually a ship that eats worlds. It's a giant Cabal ship. The raid is ridiculous. It's super hard. It takes about 6+ hours to complete in one sitting.
Holy crap.
And has a lot of micromanagement as far as what your characters have to be doing. All 6 players have to be on the ball at all times to get through this raid. The first day that we did it the day it came out, hoping to get world first. Our team actually at one point was ahead of King Gothalion and Professor Broman and that crew. We were actually at one point boss ahead, and then we got stuck at the bathhouse, which is a very complex fight. Unfortunately, 2 of our members were kind of under-geared for the raid and were holding us back. After a few wipes, we ended up having to stop it. I've not gone back into the raid since, but they did also add Xur is back in undisclosed locations, so make sure you're checking the Destiny Twitter and or the Reddits to find out where Xur is. In my opinion, Xur is not giving that good of gear at all. It's all lower level than I am, so whatever. And then I believe on this Friday, I think factions are coming back out. So you'll have I think the 3 factions from Destiny 1 coming back into D2. So there'll be more gear there, which is exciting. So that's D2. That's all your Destiny 2 updates for the moment. When I get more, I'll let you guys know. And then Overwatch just got a huge update.
Heck yes.
Yes. They buffed my Bae, D.Va. They gave D.Va a buff. They gave her a shorter data matrix shield, but they also gave her rockets that can be pinpointed, and you can nuke people pretty quick. It's lovely. And then they also somewhat nerfed Mercy. She can no longer do giant group reses, but in lieu of getting rid of her giant group res, they have made her her ultimate charge much faster. So she's much more of a situational awareness type of support, where she has to make sure the person she's reviving is the right person, type of thing.
I feel like that's a well balanced update on that, because it wasn't. I mean, I don't play Mercy, but when I do, I suck at healing, and I try to focus on people who are dead. Oh wait, I'm gonna revive when 3 people are dead. Of course, by the time you get to that first person who already died, they're already revived, and you don't have to worry about it. So, yeah,
I always as a Mercy, I was a support main for a very long time. I play Ana now, not Mercy. I used to play Mercy a lot. I would actually save, a lot of people save their reses, when she had a giant group res. I hated that Mercies would always save their res for the giant, 5 or 6 man, or the 5 man, you can't do a 6 man res. You would do a 5 man res, and they were trying to get play of the game with it. And it sucked because, there were plenty of times when that Mercy at the same time could have also just res 2 or 3 people and helped the team out a lot more, because then they wouldn't have been so far out of the fight or close to reviving that when they do get in, they're disoriented, just get mowed down again. I would honestly, with the new update, I try to focus the higher DPS in the tanks over the DPS that isn't doing anything. So I'm frequently like looking at stats and like making sure like medals and stuff, like who's got what medals. So this way I know I'm like, oh, well, that Junkrat is not hitting any of his shots. I'm not rezzing that guy. But that Soldier 76, he's melting people. He dies, he's coming back. So now it's about more priority picking your rezzes and stuff instead of trying to hold it. I think that was the biggest thing in why they changed the res, was because a lot of people were holding it. Actually, the giant res was actually ruining, people's experience. So I'm okay with both both buffs and nerfs. I'm okay with both characters and where they're at. But we also have a new map now, Junkertown. Junkrat and Roadhog's map has come into the fray. You can find it in arcade mode.
Can't wait to play it.
So there's that.
I've been neglecting the game for a while.
Yeah, you've been playing a lot of Just Cause.
I have
a lot of Just Cause.
I think I'm about a week and a half away from beating it. I should have it done by this month. How
does it take you so long to beat it? My goodness. Granted, you're only playing. You're playing like
2 hours a day. Yeah, 2 hours for 2 hours, maybe 3 days a week. So 6 hours total.
I think it took me about 10 hours. It took me about 10 hours total, 100% the map.
Okay, yeah. See, I've been doing a lot of like.
I was very fast though. I just went I didn't really do this whole story thing until I needed to do the story to unlock more stuff. But I just went into a province, tore it up. I was in and out of bases in a few minutes flat. So. Yeah,
I've been getting a little bit better at it, focusing on what I needed to do and going to those missions.
If I can give you one piece of advice, man, you have to use your tethers more. Tethers take things down much faster than anything else in the game, unless you get a jet or a tank. Because if you tether, say you have those gas fuel tank things, those big tall ones. If you tether those together and pull it in, they come down and blow up together and blow everything up around them. You don't have to shoot them.
Okay.
It takes so many bullets to blow those things up.
Yeah, I've come to realize that. I was like, man, I'm just running out of bullets way too fast shooting these things. I need to come up with a different plan. So
yeah, they give you the tether and the mines for a reason. Tethering, also tethering the watchtower legs into those things will pull down entire watchtowers and then blow up the canisters. It's pretty fun.
Okay.
Satellite dishes, tether the satellite dishes to the ground. They'll break. A lot of things you do with tethers and rockets.
Got it.
The little pushy rocket things. You have a lot of fun. I also had I think I have 200 hours in the game. I did a lot of experimenting of what would break and what wouldn't break with certain stuff. Mm-hmm. And then when you get 4 tethers, oh man.
Oh, I haven't gotten that far yet because right now it's a pain in the butt just tethering helicopters to the ground because some the more well equipped choppers are just super heavy and they don't want to come down. Yeah,
at one point you end up getting an extra set of tethers. So you get it's not 4 tethers, it's 2 tethers, but 4 tether points.
Sweet.
That's how I made my
That's going to help out.
That's how I made my windmill of corpses the one day on Twitch. Just started tethering civilians to giant flying windmills. And they would take off and they would just bodies were whee! So much fun. Anywho, there's the updates on those games. Bruh.
Yay.
Here on some weird hacker ghost-like news. This is actually a pretty interesting story. Apparently, if you are a Nintendo Switch owner, you have a hidden game on your Nintendo Switch. Hackers found some random piece of code on the Switch game, on the Switch, whatever, console. I keep wanting to say handheld, but it's a handheld / console. It's both. It's a handheld.
Yeah, I was gonna. Yeah.
They found some hidden code that was looking at the date July 11th, and then it was supposed to call up something called Flog on July 11th. Well, people were having a hard time tricking the system into thinking their system was July 11th, but some people got to do it, and it turns out that on July 11th of next year. Nintendo Switches were supposed to release a game called Golf, which was originally for the NES, way back in the day. And way back.
NES style back, right?
Yes, NES style back. Sure, we'll go with that. And apparently, what ended up happening was that they decided to the people at Nintendo decided to put a Easter egg into their game as a kind of tribute to their CEO that passed away in 2015. So, for those that have been following Nintendo for a very long time, I know a lot of you guys are Nintendo fans. Satoru Iwata was the CEO of Nintendo, and he worked on a lot of things such as Earthbound, Pokemon, Super Smash Bros., and many, many, many other games. Well, he wanted to make a game for NES called Golf, which was an 18-hole course back in the day, but for some reason developers didn't really want to do it. They turned him down because they felt the cartridges wouldn't work. So he actually made it himself. He made the game himself and was able to get it on a NES cartridge. The full 18 holes and everything like that. So as a tribute, what was supposed to happen was on the day of July 11th, 2018, if you were a Switch owner and you did a special gesture with the gesture controls, you could unlock the golf game as a tribute to Satoru Iwata. The gesture that you had to do was his coin gesture from his Nintendo Directs, where he always said direct to you, and he always had his hands up above his face and like pushed forward. So, if you had Nintendo Switch, and it was July 11th, I'm not even sure if a year is necessary, but July 11th, what you can do is you take your Joy-Con controllers, put them in front of your face, and then push forward, and your Switch would make an audio cue, your screen would go black for a bit, and then golf would appear. And that's what's supposed to happen. So hackers found this. Tons of videos online about it right now. There will be a link down below to the article so you guys can read through it yourself to see if it's fact or fiction. Nintendo has refused to comment on it yet. They have not commented, even though there's been hundreds of thousands of requests to comment to see if it's, if it was intentional or blah, blah, blah. I mean, it's kind of hard to not intentionally put a game on there. It's like, oops, I accidentally put a whole game on your Nintendo Switch. My bad. So that's some interesting ghostly news for you.
It's very spooky. It's very heartfelt too. I mean, like that's. I mean, to put it into the system, even if they didn't mean to. But obviously, like you said, you just can't not, put a game in there.
Oops! Accidentally fell. Hit the button. Put a game on there.
Oops!
From the NES days. Don't know how this happened.
That's like accidentally hitting a button that says not nukes and it's for nukes.
Right.
Oh crap. Anyways, no, I think that's really nice, and I'm sure he would really appreciate that. So I've been thinking a lot about getting the Nintendo Switch, but haven't really felt the need for it right now. This might be something that pushes me over the edge for it.
Still a Zelda machine for me. I don't have one. I just borrow friends.
No.
Switches. I'm like, hey, you guys got ARMS? They're like, yeah, come over. Let's play ARMS.
I just want to get it just because I know Pokemon's thinking about putting a mainstream game on it now, so True. I'm like, whew, this would be nice to have.
All right.
But speaking of Nintendo, sorry, I don't mean to cut you off. Speaking of Nintendo, on the 8th of this month, Nintendo released Monster Hunter Stories. If you're a big Monster Hunter fan, I know you are, Plague. I am too. I've played it since the second one. I never got the chance to play the first one, but big fan. And this one is a different style of gaming. It's got over 50 hours in the campaign and a lot more fun. Beyond that, you basically do the same routine. You're going out on missions, exploring new maps. But you also can have up to 5 allies on a fight. It's a battle system, turn-based, and you get monsters, kind of like the Tigrex or the Ginprey or Gindrome, Iodrome, and you can, certain monsters have these abilities to where you can either fly or use them to jump into water, possibly poisoned areas, so you're not affected. You get to go and hunt for. Did you ever get annoyed by carrying those big eggs?
Not really, to be honest.
No?
No.
I hated carrying those just in case, because I always sometimes ran and I would drop them or I'd get hit by something and I'm like, come on, This is the only one I found. I don't want to have to go all the way back up there to get another. But in this one, it's collecting the same thing, but you get to hatch them. And from what I saw, you also get some random monsters from that. The monsters that are your allies are called Monsties. Cute little name. Yeah. They've switched up the storage, so instead of having like that big chest and trying to keep track of everything you got in there, and making sure you get to take what you need to go on the mission, you're assigned a battle pouch with 10 items. Just make sure you have stuff that will help you during the battle, because you never know when you might need a pitfall trap to hold off an enemy for how many turns, or antidotes to help you out. But it came out on the 8th. I'm going to look for it and buy it, and I will hopefully have more news on how fun it is.
If you like Final Fantasy games and you like the Monster Hunter world, you're going to like this game. If you don't like Final Fantasy type games but like Monster Hunter, you're probably still not going to like the game. I like Monster Hunter, but I hate turn-based battle systems, so I'm out.
That's okay. I mean, everyone's got their own thing.
I can't stand battle systems. I don't like turn-based games a whole lot. I have been. Now, I'm not going to lie. I've been looking into more action-oriented turn-based games. Like, I don't like ones where I have to go through a ton of menus. That's what I don't like about them.
Mm-hmm.
However, I do like things like Divinity Original Sin 1 and 2. I've been playing that recently. And then I've been watching a lot of streamers on Twitch play XCOM 2 because the new DLC just dropped for it. The new expansion just came out. And those games are turn-based, but they're action turn-based. I don't have to sit there and go through like a menu that has fight, items, run, whatever, exit, and then when I click fight, I get like a list of different abilities, and I have to go through all my characters that way. It just takes so long. I find those games so unintuitive and so slow. I know there's tons of people that like it. They like the slowdown in the combat. They like the strategic factor of their choices really affect the outcome of the battle. But I like doing the same thing, but at a faster pace. I don't want to sit in menus and just keep hearing the same cheap as I'm going through menus. It's just so annoying to me. Which is why
I can understand that.
Which is why most Final Fantasy games really got to me. The newest Final Fantasy was great because it's action combat. I prefer action combat to turn-based. I can't stand turn-based combat. So, but games like Divinity and XCOM, which are turn-based combat, it's almost like playing Diablo or something where I only have to hit one or two buttons, but like I never have to dig in a menu. Everything is right on the screen already for me, and I just have to click and then select the target, and it does its thing. So it's still tactical. Like, I like tactical games, and I like having to think strategy. Like, I like playing games like Risk, and I like RTS games, but you take the RTS factor and you micromanage it down to just one or two units, and that's what I like. Like, that's fine. It's just the slow, here's a team of 5 people, let's do the thing, and then dig through menus for each one. I just couldn't. So, if you like Final Fantasy and Monster Hunter, you should be fine for the new game that just came out. If you like Monster Hunter but you don't like turn-based battle systems, you're going to have some issues. So, that's my thing. We can't always agree on stuff, and this is something I don't agree on.
Hey, that's all right.
I'll wait for Monster Hunter Worlds on PC, and then I'll be happy, because that comes out eventually.
I can't wait either.
And then last but not least on the list of things, we have some games coming out in the next 2 days. I'm going to go through a couple of them because some look pretty interesting. We have Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2 on the Nintendo Switch coming out on the 22nd. Guild Wars 2 Path of Fire expansion pack comes out on the 22nd. Pokken Tournament DX comes out on Nintendo Switch September 22nd. Project Cars 2. A lot of people were playing Project Cars. Interesting game. It's more of an arcadey Forza. That hits Xbox One, PS4, and PC on the 22nd. And then, let's see here. The biggest one that everyone's talking about that happens to come out this month is Cuphead for Xbox One. Cuphead comes out on the 29th of September. We'll probably talk about it more next week or our next episode because Cuphead seems to be like this huge revolutionary game that people are just like, they cannot wait for. The art style is like an 80s cartoon, very, very cartoonish 80s 2D style, but it's a bullet hell game from hell, but it looks super fun, and this game has been pushed back for many, 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 many months. So it's finally coming on the 29th. I have tons of friends that are super excited. It's going to overshadow one of my favorite games that comes out the day beforehand, which is Total War Warhammer 2. That comes out on the 28th, the day beforehand. Cannot wait for that game. I love Total War Warhammer 1. Cannot wait to see what they do with Total War Warhammer 2, even though Total War Warhammer 2 does not have anywhere near the amount of factions to play as this time around. Granted, the DLC made Total War Warhammer 1 what it is. So, my hope and dream is that for Total War Warhammer 2, I won't have to pay $5 for blood and gore to make the game mature. It's a Total War game. It should just come with blood and gore, especially in the Warhammer universe, but apparently they wanted to appease younger audiences, so they made it teen, and then you could buy the blood and gore. When I have a zombie horde not eating people, it's no fun, so I had to make them eat people. The game, I believe, launches with 5 different factions you play as, obviously the campaign mode and all that stuff, everything you've come to love from Warhammer. Total War Warhammer 1 will be present in Warhammer 2, just a lot more fluid, more optimized, and new classes and stuff. And I'm really hoping they bring in some 40k stuff, because I'm really sick of the fantasy. I mean, fantasy's cool.
Yeah, I was going to say...
But 40k is where it's at.
Yeah, I played Dawn of War, Warhammer 40k 1. I missed 2, but I bought all the expansions for the first one. My favorite race, I believe they're called the Necrons.
Oh, fuck you, man. I hate Necrons.
I love
Necrons are cool until you play against them in the tabletop, like actual Warhammer. Necrons suck. And by that I mean they're too good.
Do they? Okay.
Like
then I picked a good class.
I would like my friend had a 3,000 point Necron army. I have a 3,000 point Chaos Marine army, and I would kill his Necrons, and the next turn they'd all come back. I'm like, this is dumb. Stupid reanimate protocols. Then I had a friend that all went Tyranids, which is like the Flood. Tyranid was always good. That was a fun class. And then I had a friend that went Grey Wolves. They could take half the amount of points on tabletop. They could take half the amount of points for an army and destroy something that's double the points that they have. Grey Wolves were ridiculous. So I'm really hoping that eventually Total War comes out with 40k, because I'd really, really like to play Chaos Marines or see Tyranids.
Yeah, the Chaos Marines were another good one. Yeah, they were another good one. I liked. I know that Dawn of War 3 is coming out soon. If not, it has already released. I forgot when they were releasing that one. I can't wait for that game to pop out. Woo!
Maybe we'll talk about it next episode.
Yeah, maybe. I need to go back and play number 2, so I'm caught up.
Alright, so that's releases for the upcoming couple of days here, about a week and a couple of days out. Last but not least, I do want to bring up, it is starting to turn to fall, and fall means charity from us. And by that, I mean I always do Extra Life. For the past 6 years, I've done Extra Life. I've always done a 24-hour stream for it. I've typically always done it solo, except for 1 year. UGR did it all as a group. There were 3 of us that did it. Or 4 of us. It was me, Jerome, Angie, and Brandon. This year, Gamer Chat Weekly is participating in it. I have my own team. We're trying to raise $1,000 for charity for the kids. So if anyone listening would like to donate, there is a donate link, and there will be a donate link on every episode henceforth in the section below. Our team will hopefully consist of about 30 people, all from the guild that I run through Streamlabs for Twitch. We've all signed up, and I'm just waiting for people to jump on the team. Waiting for Fuzzy to jump on the team.
I'll jump on the team there, buddy. I'll get there.
We all have our own donation links and things like that. Anyone that donates to any one of the people on the team, it all goes towards the main one unified goal. And then each individual person that raises so much wins prizes from Extra Life that we plan on doing giveaways for. And then I've also challenged, I'm not sure if Fuzzy saw this, but I also challenged my guild and people that are in my team that the person that gets the highest amount donated to their individual channel, I will get them a Steam game of their choice.
Nice.
If
I did not see this.
If I win, and I get the most donations out of the team, then I will activate a guild giveaway and give something away to a guild member. And that's for everyone that participated. So.
Awesome.
Guys, I just wanted to let you know about that. I may be doing my stream on November 4th. That's game day. I may do it a week earlier. I don't like doing my 24-hour streams on game day because everyone does their 24-hour stream on game day, which means, like, not everyone's watching you because they're watching someone else do the same damn thing. I try to always do it a little bit earlier to get more viewers. Hate me if you want, but more viewers equals more donations. More donations equals more stuff to give to the kids. So if I can get more money to the kids, to the hospital that was there for me when I was sick, then I'll do that. So look for a stream either Halloween weekend, the last weekend of October, or I may do it at a later time on the 4th and go through the 5th instead of on the 4th. So, but feel free to check out the team. I'm going to post the entire team link down below so it goes to everybody. If you'd like to donate to the team directly, please do so. That'd be awesome. Every dollar counts. And I want to thank you in advance if you did donate. You guys are the real MVPs. So, that's it. It's my quick PSA about Extra Life. Anything else, Fuzzy?
I'll have to join.
Just been playing.
No.
Just been playing Just Cause 2 and doing Pokemon Go.
Yeah, a lot of Pokemon Go. Fun fact: if anyone is still playing it, Mewtwo has released. It is in certain areas. Here in Indiana, we got lucky enough to actually get a beta test for Mewtwo. So Mewtwo is flying around to different sponsored spots. So the first time it got here, it was at all Sprint stores. So if you had gone to a gym on a Sprint store, battled it, you would get a special invitation pass to go do that raid. So you would be able to get Mewtwo. Last week, I want to say it was Starbucks. Next that's coming up is Boost Mobile. So anybody in the Indy or Indiana area, if you're listening, or anywhere else, definitely check that out. It's going to be fun. I've actually managed to capture Raikou the first time it released. I also have Zapdos and Lugia, so I've got 3 legendaries now.
I got Zapdos.
Good. We were trying to get Articuno and Moltres, but it's really hard because the only time I have free to go out and do it is Friday and Sunday, and we're doing other things half the time. So, it's difficult, but it's fun at the same time. They've updated a few other things.
Do you know about the Pokemon Go Equinox event that starts soon?
I do not.
Okay, well I'll let you in a little secret, Mr. Pokemon Go fan. This Friday, the 22nd, Pokemon Go has the Equinox event going on, and it goes on through October 2nd, 2017. During the event, you can earn double Stardust for catching Pokemon and hatching eggs, and you'll collect special 2-kilometer eggs at Pokestops and gyms. You can gather special boxes from the in-game shop, including the all-new Super Incubators, which hatch eggs 1.5 times faster. Additionally, registering a new Pokemon to your Pokedex will earn you triple the normal XP during the event frame. So,
nice.
If you're new to Pokemon Go and you want to try it now, this would be a good time to quickly level up, because if you haven't played before, you're getting triple XP on all new Pokedex inserts. And they do have up to Gen 2 in there right now. So go catch over 200 Pokemon at your little heart's desire and go hatch all them eggs 1.5 times faster. And also, I believe Pokemon Go Pro watches are now back in stock at GameStop, so you could actually catch Pokemon, get Pokestops, and hatch eggs without having your app open at all on your phone.
Yeah, they've brought out a version 2 of the Pokemon Go Plus watch. So that's I went and bought the first one, and it was kind of a waste of money.
Yeah, I was holding off until they got better and back in stock. So
yeah,
possibly may get one soonish, possibly. So
yeah, so
that's about it, I think.
Yeah, I'm. There's nothing else from me.
No, not from here either. I've just been doing the stream thing. Been playing a lot of the forest lately. A lot of new updates to the forest that I haven't seen in a very long time. So I'm back on the forest grind and having a good time with that. And I'm gonna go try out. I just downloaded the PUBG version of Fortnite, so I'm gonna go play that.
Nice. I'm gonna finish downloading World of Warcraft and play that as well, so I can get past you guys again or get further.
What's your gear score?
Well, I think 889 now, or 886.
I am still behind you by about 20 gear score. Miss Plague, the fiance, is actually catching up to you. And the fiance's sister just got her first legendary, and I believe she is actually
I saw that.
equal or higher than you.
Higher than me?
Yep.
That's not happening. I gotta get back. I gotta get back on this grind, man. I gotta
get back on
I gotta
that
be
grind.
the first. Gotta be the first. Right. Yeah. So other than that, streaming's going good. Just been playing a lot of Just Cause 3, and every once in a while Pokemon Go.
Nice.
So yes, but I think
All
that's
right.
about it.
Sounds good to me. All right, guys, thank you so much for hanging out. Please, once again, check out all the links and stuff below. Hopefully, you guys have a wonderful rest of your week, a good weekend, and next time I see you, I'll still be me, but no longer a best man. So, and once again, if you guys do donate to the Extra Life team, thank you in advance. You guys are awesome. Thank you guys so much. That link is down below and will forever be down below until the event is over, which is December 30th is when the last day of this campaign is over. So from now until December 30th, you can get donations in. Thank you guys so much. Love you all. Thank you all for listening. We love you. Gamer Chat Weekly.
Peace out.
Out. Deuces.
Laters.
Thank you for tuning in to Gamer Chat Weekly. For current and past episodes, make sure to visit GamerChatWeekly.com. Stop by next week for more news and gamer shenanigans. See you then.